Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode, man, look, I'm behind on a few things. We still got to bring the basketball episode up for the college Final Four stuff. We still got a few more episodes. I'm behind on some joints. But let me tell y'all, this is a dope episode. This is about William Levitt. If you don't know the name, you will. For those who, some people probably do know the name. Some people actually live around Levitt Town. They get down in Levitt Town. Yo, let me stop. I'm singing a whole song. They getting down in Levitt Town. Right? So, thing about the Levitt Town thing is, it's the first suburbs. Levitt and Sons created the first suburbs in America. You know what I'm saying? And when people go, yo, this was created post-war, I don't get into it like that in detail on the show because, again, you're just trying to, keep it popping. But post-war, people fight. First, let me tell y'all something about this. The GI Bill for World War I, people had to fight to get their money. Like, they had to go out here and fight to get their money. Black people were out there. White people were out there. You know what I'm saying? They were all together protesting in D.C. to get money that was promised, to get money that was owed. You know what I'm saying? World War II veterans came through a little better. You know what I'm saying? They got their money, and they was like, yo, I'm gonna go to college. That's where the whole concept of, when these military dudes come up, roll up on you, be like, yeah, you go to the military and you get money for this and you get money for that. And in reality, what happened was, as time goes on, that money gets lower and lower. You know what I'm saying? Dudes aren't going out here going, yeah, I'm in the military and now I got this nice house. I mean, unless you're way up in the ranks. And a lot of these dudes, we're talking post-World War II, a lot of these dudes weren't ranked up like that. No, they weren't. World War I, them dudes who were getting their money on the back, who had to fight to get their money on the back end with a little interest, they all weren't highly decorated. You know what I'm saying? Dudes were out here grinding to get their money for World War I. World War II, they got their money, and it was like, yo, some people bought farms, some people went to college, a lot of people went into what was now becoming the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, some people were in the city life, and it's like the city is getting crazy, the city is getting grimy, there's a lot of color in the city. The suburbs wasn't filled with color. The suburbs were colorless. The suburbs were vanilla. Literally. Suburbs were purposely vanilla. Levitt was like, yo, we do not want any black people in the area. Again, I didn't say all this on the show because we only got the small time. I'm trying to make sure that it correlates with why was it a black moment? Why was it a black history moment? Because people don't understand how racist that was to go, yo, we do not want you. They fought that. They were people ain't understanding. Like, Levitt and Sons and them, they were out here, and other real estate gurus and tycoons were out here fighting the Fair Housing Act to keep things the way they were. You know what I'm saying? You know how wild that is. That's how strong the hatred was. And that was why that became a black history moment, because that was a piece of history. That was a piece of something that was carved out that black soldiers never got a chance to experience. You know what I'm saying? They weren't given the opportunity to live in a suburb. They weren't given the opportunity to just go out here and find a space of land and go, yo, this is mine. That opportunity wasn't given to them. You know what I'm saying? And even if you didn't want to live in the suburbs and you just wanted land, that again, those opportunities weren't given to him. And then that just took a whole nother life of its own on the show, where we talked about housing prices and and just the racial component to trying to just get a better life, you know what I'm saying? Get in a better neighborhood, do a thing, you know what I'm saying? So first of all, salute to all the minority-based suburbs across America, the Hispanic areas, the black areas, the Asian areas, you know what I'm saying? So all these other brown people, black people out there, they got nice areas. There's no crime. Here's the thing, you don't hear about them because they stay so low-key. There's no crime, there's no drugs. It's just, I make money, y'all make money. Hey neighbors, some of them probably don't even talk to each other. You know how that goes. At some point you get to the point like, yo, I don't even want to know who they are. They cut their grass on Tuesday, I cut my grass on Thursday. That's as far as it go. We get out there, I see them, a head nod. I don't need to know you for real. I see ain't nothing jumping off over there at your house. You see nothing jumping off in my house. Our neighborhood is quiet. That's all people ever want, man. Everybody wants to get away from all the drama. And, you know, for white people, they were actually given a place. And for a generation, maybe 2 generations, they were guaranteed that place will never have any people of color in that area. So, yeah, man, today's episode is about William Levitt, Levittown. They have a Levittown in Puerto Rico. I even say it on the show, I'm lost on that. I'm baffled on that, how that worked. But it doesn't matter. This is what we do. This is how we get down. Hey, please do your research and not just William Levitt and all that stuff. Because, again, can't take away from this man. He brought something he started a movement. Suburbia is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because before that, it was you lived in the city or you lived out in the country. You were rural and country or you were city folk. He brought a whole nother element to the game. And America has never been the same since. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take that from him. What a lot of people, depending on who you talk to, some people will bring that racial component into it and other people will just give you all the great things that he's done. I'm on the former. I'm giving you the racial component and how it affected people of color, particularly black people. Yo, they were really out here wilding for that, for real. And we just, like I said, it gets into, as the show goes on, let's start talking about other stuff as far as like all kind of weird suburban things that can go on in your neighborhood. Crazy. Thank y'all for listening, man. All the time. Like, I'm seeing all new countries all the time. Seeing new formats, platforms, or whatever all the time. Thank y'all for rocking with me, however y'all rocking with me. Tell somebody, be like, yo, peep the joint out. Like I said, I would post the music stuff where y'all can hear the music, but everybody I know don't listen to the same music. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm saying, that would be crazy. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Oh, and by the way, out here with Spotify, my joint is now considered educational. I don't know, man. I'm thinking like, should I get like one of those the jackets, the tweed jackets with the elbow joints. Get me some glasses, you know what I'm saying, a nice little tie with the button up, but still have some jeans on and probably a pair of sneakers and just be out here kicking it. Get my Cornell West on. Should I go out here start getting my Cornell West and just look like corn without the gap though? You know what I mean? Just be like, hey, stop combing the hair, let the fro flow, and be like, hey, brother, and use crazy big words for no reason. Just yo, and just I don't know, man. Salute to Cornell West, by the way. I'm just saying. Professor, man, I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm tripping. But the educational thing is dope. You know what I'm saying? I definitely know that this is a history thing. Even then, it's not still the typical history thing. When I listen to other people's history podcasts, I'm like, yo, okay, cool. Everybody ain't all stiff and stuffy, but still there's nobody really doing it like this. You know what I'm saying? There is no debating too much. Like I said, I gotta start getting some guests to come through and chop it up and let them tell you some stuff, and we just build from there. And we working on that. But like I said, it's not a lot of, you know what I mean? It's not all crazy. This is dope, right? I like this. I'm glad that y'all are liking it. I'm glad that y'all listen. You know, it is what it is. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Thank y'all for listening. Please do your research on William Levitt. Not only that, do your research on suburban America from then in the mid to late 40s to now. And you'll see not much has changed. You know what I'm saying? Not much has changed. The way they, I ain't gonna get into it. Just do your research on it. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for listening. This is this episode. Let's get into it. Yes. You know how we do, man. Live at the Oasis. Legal Crime Radio. Word up. Y'all be like, tell me something good. I told you something that you shoulda known. And she was like, I know I shoulda known. But then she was like, yo, I couldn't know it. That's alright though. I keep it cool though. I keep it poppin' though. I know I should though. Don't get it twisted. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying some random words. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? This is that moment of the night. Yes, y'all. And yeah, don't stop until the beat, y'all. And it don't quit. Ooh, I love this right here. Salute to I'ma find the record that this goes to. Salute to my man, D Trigger. Rest in peace to my man, D Trigger. You know what I'm saying? We gonna find that record. We gonna find that record. You know what I mean? But anyway, what we gonna do right now, you know how we do, man. Word. Oh my God, this is what we do. Hold on. Oh man, I'm up here about to do it and then he stop the music. Hold on. Take it from the top. We gon' take it from the top. Let's go. This moment in Black history. We gonna talk about a real estate developer. See, I'm gonna take y'all on this journey with me. So hold on when we get to going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna take y'all on a place. I'm gonna take y'all to a beautiful place. Not really, I'm playing. But anyway, there's a real estate developer by the name of William Levitt. He has a spot out there in New York. He has a few places here called Levittown. You know what I'm saying? The Levittown community. For those who don't know, these are suburbs. For those who really don't know, my man was very, very influential in helping America develop suburbs. Because the whole point with the interstate, but then it was houses around the interstate. You know what I'm saying? The suburbs, the suburban life. Now, William Levitt was very, very adamant about going no blacks, no Jews, no Chinese people, no Hispanics. Maybe a couple of Irish, I don't know. But you know. But he was very, very adamant about that. Matter of fact, the suburbs were actually, you couldn't even get, if you were a minority, into the suburbs. They purposely, that was a thing. That's where the whole housing authority, that Fair Housing Act in the 70s comes in from, because of situations like what Levitt was doing, when he was building communities all around the world. Now, here's the thing is, I don't want to be all, you know what I'm saying, crazy, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But let's keep it real. He is one of the 100 most influential people in the 20th century, just because he created the concept in America of the suburban life. You know what I'm saying? He is the father of suburbia. Like, you know, like you can't take that part away from him. Now, where it gets crazy is in his legacy comes the point where he was really about making sure people of color did not live there. And it won't just him, don't get it twisted, that was also on the books. The president signed off for that. And for y'all who know about the New Deal, there's a lot of stuff that goes on about that. One of these days we're gonna have to get into that and talk about that. But that is what his legacy is. People are still trying to like combat that and be like, nah, it wasn't that bad. It's, you know what I'm saying? I see somebody do this for President Truman. They was like, he's a product of his era, because Truman was wild with it. For those who don't know, Truman was whoa, especially when it came to the Asian people. He was out here wilding. But again, they say, that's what, that's how I go there. Whatever. But he was basically like, he did not want any black people in his communities. That, like, he even has a spot out there in Puerto Rico. There's a Levittown out there in Puerto Rico. I don't even know how that's possible to be like, we gonna set up a spot, I guess, for the ones that look white. If you're Spanish and you look white, you can come through. Pay brown. I guess, you know what I'm saying? I guess out there in Puerto Rico, he did the brown paper bag test. Like, you can. You definitely can. You're way too dark. You surely can. You're super black. You can. I don't know how that works, because, you know what I'm saying? It's Puerto Rico. Duh. But anyway. My man's history is very, very tainted. Like, for all the greatness he's done, he was definitely like, nah, there's not going to be any of that around here at all. And I'm saying this because you're thinking to yourself, how is this a Black History moment? You hit us off with this kind of stuff last week with the Jim Crow joint. I know I did. You know what I'm saying? The Jim Crow joint was just fascinating. This is fascinating because what you don't understand is we've never left that situation. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Fair Housing Act, there's still some discrepancies all over the place. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to go into a certain neighborhood. They'll figure out reasons that they tell you, you know what I'm saying? They'll raise the jack prices up, and if you can afford it, they'll figure out, you know what I mean? Like, there's actual neighborhoods, and I didn't know stuff like this until I was in Kansas City. Go figure, right? We were just talking about that. Where they vote on who gets to come into their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see a house, you're like, I like this house. And they get to vote on whether you can come into that community. And go figure, when you look at that community, there's not a lot of color. You know what I'm saying? And if it is color, it's sidekick color. I don't know if y'all know what I mean when I say sidekick color. That's like usually that military dude went out here and brought back an Asian woman, or he went out there on a trip to Mexico and brought back a Spanish bride, or he was out there on a missionary with Africa and brought back an African bride. There's definitely no same, you know what I'm saying? There's not a, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be two brown people or two black people, or two, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one, and then most of the time it's going to be the man. It's definitely not gonna be a black dude or a Hispanic or Asian dude and his white wife. That ain't gonna be it. It's gonna be that white dude with his whatever color woman, you know what I'm saying, his whatever ethnicity on the side. But it's wild that they could vote and be like, nah, we don't want them to come through. You know what I mean? Don't know you, don't know nothing about you, just saw you. I'm like, we don't want them in here. There's places even out here in Cincinnati that's like, we don't want that either. And so the game has never changed, is what I'm saying. Now, what that brings me to is this wild thing. A few days ago, happened to be just out here on Twitter, and I came across this joint, and I was like, I had to post it, because it was the wildest joint. And in my way, I figured, here's the thing about stuff like this. It's called Mammoth Nation. And the pitch to it was people who think like you, people who, you know what I'm saying, move like you, people who have the same values as you. We're gonna make our own nation. And I'm always lost on that. Like, how is that even a thing, man? How do you go out your way to go, we're going to just cut off the rest of America? Like, only conservatives are always trying to figure out a way to take us back to this Civil War mentality of two Americas. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she was out here advocating for that like a few months ago. Like, we should have two different Americas. Like, or just learn to get along with each other, accept the differences, and build on what y'all have in common. I don't understand how that's a hard thing to do, but it starts with stuff like keeping people from coming into your community, or if they do get in, you leave. Or if they do come in, you make it hard for them to exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hate is real. And here's another thing. I'm about to go back to Kansas City. There was a tornado watch one time when I was out there. Wildest thing. The rain was coming down hard. The winds was blowing. It was all this. The next morning, the next day, the news shows that out there in Shawnee Mission, which is Kansas City, Kansas, very, very upscale, Hasidini, ranked high in education level, ranked high up in economics and stuff, affluent area. Some neighbor went out his way during this hurricane moment to write "Go Home Jew" on this dude's house. And he was like, "I'm not even Jewish." And it was the funniest thing. All he saw was the big schnauzer. He said he looked Jewish. He looked like a Jewish dude, so he just assumed he was Jewish. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yo, you don't even know me. I'm not Jewish." Wildest thing. And again, it goes back to, you know what I'm saying? We just can't allow people to be who they are. And Levittown was a very wild example of that. Because it's like, yo, he fought to keep people out. And it ain't just him. We all know about Trump's daddy situations. It was not just these kind of people. And it wasn't just in places like New York and Boston and all of them. They get that's their quote unquote, that's their form of racism. It happens down south. It happens on the West Coast. It happens in a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? But it all starts with, it was on the paper to keep black people out. It was on the paper to keep Spanish people out. It was on paper to keep Asians out. And then, even with the Fair Housing Act, you gotta go through stuff to sell your house. They'll value your house lower than it should, because you're black, or you know what I'm saying, or you're Hispanic. It's a wild game, man. When it comes to this housing thing, when it comes to trying to better yourself, put yourself, because you know how that goes. You get in a better neighborhood, you feel better, you move different, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like in the hood, I remember who told me that. They don't own nothing in the projects. They don't care what they're tearing up. They don't own that. You know what I'm saying? I break something, the maintenance people come and fix that. Like, they might kick me out or they might not. But guess what? They don't own that joint. They don't own the window. They don't own the... This is your... This is... Like, they don't look at that as a community sometimes in the hood. You know what I mean? But when you get into a nice area... If the air smells better, you know what I mean? Everybody's sitting around, they vibing different. It's just you know what I mean? But it's hard to get by. And America was purposely making it another obstacle for people of color. That was just this Black History Movement joint. Like, yo, William, like I said, don't get it twisted. The man has a lot of great things that have happened in his life. He did a lot of great things. That is a Black History Movement because that affected black people and Hispanics and Asians and Jewish people. You know what I'm saying? That, and at the end of the day, when we talk about all the goodness, all the good stuff he's done, you still gotta fall back and look at all that. So yeah, that's the Black History Movement. You know what I mean? For real. I've been all around the world and I can't find my... I'm playing. That's what we about to play anyway. Let's get into it. Yo, have y'all seen Shorty lately? What does she look like lately? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I like, remember when you found out she was white? It was like, I've been around the world and yeah, man. Anyway, let's get into what we doing. Let's go. That's my time. I'm out here rocking. Rocking that Whitney, that old Whitney, that good Whitney. Let me take that back. Let me start play around. Let's keep it a buck. That's the song when you knew Whitney was like, she went the other side. She went pop. Like, the more I hear this song, my mom loved this song. But the more I hear this song today, growing up, I can hear it. I can hear the popness into that song. You know what I'm saying? I can hear the whole pop vibe. But here's the thing, the soul of Whitney overpowers that. Let's keep it a buck. The music is very pop for that time frame, for that 80s frame, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the vocals are there. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Whitney. Rest in peace to Mike. Yo, oh my God, man. Yo, you know what I'm saying? But this is what we do when it comes to April, man. We just play joints that my mom like. My mom would rock all the time. Like I said, this Whitney was that bar setter that all the chicks in the 80s remember. Like all the chicks in the 80s understood. It was Whitney and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you had that legacy behind you, like Stephanie Mills and Gladys and Aretha and Dionne Warwick and all them. If you ain't and Diana Ross. But once she came in the door in like, 85, 84, 85, it was her world, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else was playing catch up, you know what I'm saying? And no disrespect before I said, because I know I'm about to sound real disrespectful. I know I am. And then Tommy Mottola was like, yo, I got this little young thing that I've been rocking with. She used to be a dancer for such and such, you know all that. Then I found out she can hold some notes. Boom. This is it now. She on top. Like she just came out the blue. And blew the game open. Mariah Carey just came out the blue, blew the game open. You know what I'm saying? Then it was just them two. Then it was like, yo, it was their world. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else was trying to play catch up. But Whitney was always official. So, you know, it is what it is, man. This is what we do. My bad. I'm moving my time. Let me get ready to get up out of here. Go finish watching some of this basketball. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the Grizzlies win. I don't think I figure if the Grizzlies lose tonight, they get swept. You know what I'm saying? With John Morant there, they was not going to beat the Grizzlies, the Lakers. The Lakers was not going to beat the Grizzlies. But anyway, man, it is what it is. They'll squeeze by and get to the second round. That's when the real trouble gonna hit. That's when the real drama gonna rock. I don't even know who they gonna beat. But I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be a problem, whoever they beat. Word, the Kings are high. I don't even know how. I don't even know who beats who, but the Kings are on point, you know what I'm saying? Clippers, Phoenix, you know what I'm saying? These teams is out here rocking. Denver is, you know what I mean? So, yo, we going to do what we do, and I'm going to holler at y'all Saturday and get down with the get down, come on with the come on. So, let me clear my throat. Let me get my mind right. Like this. And we be like, they say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and basically do your thing and continue your journey, show the world the best version of you. Gas hit me with the milkshake. Just right there, like, hold that, put your booties tight. Don't be out here making noises on the microphone. Y'all have a good one, man. Peace and be safe.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.